Let me start with a bold promise. In next 10 minutes, I'll share ideas and techniques that can dramatically increase your productivity and multiply your chances of success. Stick with me and you could see results that are 10 times better. See, we all happen to be with the monkey mind, where one negative thought spirals into many. One thought creates so many unrealistic thoughts and we get trapped into it. Take Sharmaji for example, who had always been frustrated. So when the doctor warned him about his high blood pressure and urged him to stay calm, he took it very seriously, at least for the first few minutes. He laid down under the ceiling fan, feeling the cool breeze and thinking, "Ah, this is so hot outside, but this fan's breeze feels so good." But soon his monkey mind took over. Maybe I should get an AC. Life would be much better with one, he thought. But then came the second wave of thoughts. But ACs are so costly now. Flipkart sale also did not give any decent discount this time. Everything is getting expensive, even basic things. Seriously, what is the government doing about this? And now the spiral begins. Hey, speaking of money, my daughter is turning 25 next week. She grew up so fast. I haven't even thought about her birthday gift yet. Should have bought something earlier. Wait, 25? That means I need to start thinking about her marriage. Oh God, finding a good groom these days is such a headache. All the good ones are either taking or asking for too much. And weddings are so expensive now. How I'll manage all that? Maybe I should take a loan. But then, more loans, more stress? Did not the doctor tell me not to stress? Oh no, I am stressing again. I wonder if everyone has this much of stress or it's just me. Maybe I should meditate. But who has the time for that? Before we move on, think about how this plays in our lives. Now picture this, it's Monday morning. You drag yourself out of bed, already dreading the avalanche of emails, meetings and tasks awaiting for you. You think, how can I possibly get everything done? And your monkey mind whispers in your ear, let's see the Instagram has, let's see what YouTube has. Does it sound familiar? And the question you ask yourself for your entire life is, how do I increase my productivity? How do I achieve more when I am already working at the maximum capacity? See, in a world that is constantly moving faster, we are all searching for the ways to be more productive. But what does productivity really mean? Let's understand this by your own example. Meet yourself. You could be in any position. For example, you are a talented graphic designer with big dreams of starting your own design agency. You work tirelessly, juggling client projects, networking events, and social media and marketing and so more. And despite your relentless hustle, you feel stuck, overwhelmed, and unfulfilled. Feeling like the same monkey jumping from one tree to another tree to balance things out. And one evening, after missing yet another family dinner, you ask yourself, why am I working so hard but not moving forward? See, the biggest mistake most of us make is we take busyness for business. Productivity is not about staying busy. It's about achieving the results you want. If you get the results, you are productive. If not, you are not. When you define productivity this way, it keeps you away from confused being busy with productivity. See, I understand this feeling of being stuck, overwhelmed, and unfulfilled. It's the feeling of not being successful. And to cure this, we need to understand what success really is. See, success is a feeling of happiness, fulfillment, and completeness within. And there are two categories of success. First is inner success, and second is outer success. Inner success refers to happiness, joy, our impression to ourselves, our satisfaction in lives, knowing that I am fine and everything is going to be okay in future too. And the outer success refers to achievement in our social lives. We get taste of success in social life by reaching a desired position. And both these successes are interconnected. Outer success can enhance inner happiness and inner fulfillment can fuel external achievements. And productivity is the biggest leverage toward your success, and it has effects like compound interest. Increase in productivity means we are giving the same time, same effort, same energy to yield more results towards being successful. And to create this leverage, let us understand an important concept that changed my life. This is called the productivity pyramid. This pyramid is crucial because it helps us prioritize our activities. At the base of the pyramid are negative value activities. These are time wasters like binge watching TV, mindless social media scrolling, or indulging in junk food. They contribute nothing to your goals. And moving up, we have low value per hour activities. Tasks like constantly checking emails, unnecessary shopping, or over scheduling. These are necessary at times but should not dominate your day. Now, next are high value per dollar activities, which include the tasks that directly contribute to your income, like client meetings, project work, and networking with potential partners. And you will notice that you are actually good at this, but you often feel too drained to give them your best energy. And at the top are high lifetime value activities. These are investment in yourself and your future, improving skills, creating systems, strategic planning, exercising, meditating, and seeking mentorship. And this is the area we neglect the most, yet it holds the key to our long-term success. Now, going back to my promise at start of the video, let me explain you how to 10x your productivity. Productivity can be exponentially powerful. In most areas of our life, the most you can hope to improve things is maybe 10% or 20%, but productivity is one of those incredibly rare areas where you can multiply not by 10% or 20%, but 100, 200 or even 1000%. You are 10x productive when you focus on your highest value activities. This means that if you just spend 20% of your time doing your highest value work, you can double your productivity. One of my most favorite authors and speakers, Covey, demonstrated this by a powerful experiment. One day, he stood before an audience with a large empty glass jar in front of him. He began filling the jar with several large rocks until he could not fit more. He turned to the audience and asked, "Is the jar full?" Many nodded and answered, "Yes," but Covey was not done. He then picked up a container filled with small pebbles and poured it into the jar. He shook it gently, allowing the pebbles to settle between the rocks. He asked again, "Is the jar full now?" This time the audience was a little skeptical, but some still said yes. Covey smiled and then reached for the bag of sand. He poured the same sand into the jar, filling the gaps between the rocks and pebbles. He asked once again, "Now is the jar full?" Most people in the audience hesitated, some unsure, quietly saying, "Probably not." With a knowing look, Covey picked up a pitcher of water and began pouring it into the jar until all the spaces were filled and the water reached the brink. He then turned to the audience and asked, "What is the point of this demonstration?" One enthusiastic person shouted, "No matter how full your schedule is, if you work hard, you can fit always something more in." Covey smiled and shook his head. "No, it's not the lesson here. The truth is, if you don't put the big rocks in first, you will never get them at all." See, the big rocks represent the most important things in your life, your family, your health, your dreams, and the goals. These things give your life the meaning. The pebbles, sand, and water represent the small everyday tasks, emails, errands, trivial requests that fill up your day. If you fill up your jar with the small things first, there won't be any room for the big rocks, the things that truly matter to you. The common mistake what we do is we already fill our jar with sand and water first and then try to fit in important big rocks. Naturally, this results in being overwhelmed and unfulfilled. Ask yourself, what are your big rocks? What are the most important things that will help you feel fulfilled and achieve your long-term goals? Start each day by making sure you put those big rocks into your schedule first, and the smaller tasks will naturally fall into place. Big shifts happen for me when I stopped checking my emails and messages first thing and instead invested the first hour of my day in exercise, meditation, and finding my agenda rather than getting on someone else's agenda. Next, I begin in working in focused, uninterrupted blocks of time on my highest values activities in my business. And this resulted in a massive increase in my productivity. Once you try these ideas, you may face certain productivity obstacles that needs to be eliminated. And the first and the most important among them is multitasking. We always pride ourselves on multitasking, like coding with checking the emails and monitoring social media. But what we don't realize is multitasking is a silent productivity killer. See, studies shows that task switching is very inefficient. It takes about 20 minutes to regain full focus after an interruption. Now imagine if you are interrupted in every 20 minutes, you will end the day having gotten nothing productive done. What we need to do here, as Peter Drucker taught, to work in focused, uninterrupted, multi-hours block of time on the highest value activities. Schedule interruptions like answering calls, checking emails and notifications after your focused work time is finished for an hour. The second one is trying to control the uncontrollable. See, our human mind is always occupied with problems we face. Now in these problems, there are some on which we can take actions and most of them which we can't control. We need to learn to let go of things beyond our control. See, like if government is unable to give you jobs, can you do something about it? At least not till the next elections. Instead, focus on what you can influence, like honing your skills and getting better in your game. Make a list of those things which are creating a problem in your life. Point out those factors that are beyond your control and let them go calmly. Third is the burden of incompleteness. Make lists of incompleted tasks in personal and professional life and now mark them on the priority basis and start working on those step by step. Your incomplete tasks are emotional burden on your shoulder. If there is any incomplete task that is not in your control, let it go instantly. And finally are the energy robbers. See, identify those activities and even people that drain your energy. It could be your physical, mental, rational or intellectual energy. Set limits on your negative interactions. For example, if you feel that you get upset or get negative vibes after meeting a particular person every day, just spend minimum time with him or her as much as possible. If any particular content on social media or on news portal is disturbing your mental peace, throw it away. See, we create and tell ourselves stories to justify procrastination or avoidance. Recognize this pattern, be calm and identify your distractions and get back to your work consciously every day. Make this waking up moment a habit. Remember, it's not about doing everything, but doing the right things well. Success is a journey of mindful choices and focused actions. Make today the day you redefine your productivity and start living the life you truly desire. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.